Deep in the heart of the golden forest, where the trees stretched high into the sky, and the rivers sparkled under the sun, a little fawn named Finn was born. His mother, Liana, was one of the most graceful and gentle deer in the herd. She watched over him with loving eyes, teaching him how to walk on his wobbly legs, and showing him the safest places to hide among the tall grass. Finn was a curious and adventurous fawn. While the other young deer stayed close to their mothers, Finn always wandered off, exploring every flower, every tree, and every tiny creature that moved in the forest. He loved the feeling of the warm sun on his back, and the soft breeze rustling through his spotted fur. One evening, as the herd gathered near the river to drink water, Finn noticed something unusual. A group of birds were flying away in a panic, chirping loudly. His mother nudged him gently. "Stay close, Finn," she warned. "The forest can be dangerous." Finn nodded, but deep inside, he was eager to know what was happening beyond the safety of the herd. The next morning, while the herd was grazing in the meadow, Finn spotted a bright blue butterfly fluttering nearby. Enchanted by its beauty, he followed it deeper and deeper into the woods. He didn't realize how far he had gone until the butterfly disappeared into the sky, leaving him alone in an unfamiliar part of the forest. Finn looked around, his ears twitching. The trees here were thicker, and the air smelled different, less like fresh grass and more like damp earth. He turned in circles, trying to remember the way back, but everything looked the same. "Mother," he called out softly, but there was no answer. Panic set in. Finn tried to run, but he didn't know which direction to go. His little heart pounded as the forest suddenly felt darker and scarier. As Finn wandered through the unfamiliar woods, he suddenly heard a rustling in the bushes. His legs trembled as he froze in place. From the shadows, a pair of glowing yellow eyes appeared. It was a fox. The fox licked his lips, stepping closer. Well, what do we have here?" he said slyly. "A little fawn all alone?" Finn's ears flattened. He wanted to run, but his legs felt too weak. Just when the fox was about to pounce, a loud, deep hoot echoed through the forest. "Leave the fawn alone," boomed a voice from above. Finn looked up to see a great horned owl perched on a tree branch. It was Oliver, the wise old owl of the forest. The fox hesitated, knowing that if the owl called for help, other animals might come. With an annoyed growl, the fox slinked back into the shadows. Oliver flapped his wings and landed beside Finn. "You shouldn't be wandering alone, young one," he said gently. Finn lowered his head, ashamed. "I didn't mean to get lost. I was just following a butterfly." Oliver chuckled. "Curiosity is a gift, but without caution, it can lead to danger." Finn sniffled. "I don't know how to get home." Oliver nodded wisely. "Then let's find the way together." Oliver guided Finn through the forest, pointing out familiar landmarks. They passed an old hollow tree, a bubbling brook, and a field of bright yellow flowers. Slowly, Finn began to recognize the path.